I released Heavenly Rain, the only Christian album that I've done, they laughed and mocked my heavenly praises. I know what it's like to walk away from a multi-million-dollar recording contract on the sole basis that I'd submit myself to this powerful record executive to be his sex puppet for the entire weekend. I was ridiculed in my industry for passing up on this chance of a lifetime. I got blacklisted and it crushed my singing career. Decades later, the very ones who ridiculed me, they now play the victim card with the Me Too movement. I know.
Never gonna go back, never go back.
I've walked away. I've walked away from not just a political party, but I've walked away from certain types of people because I know what it's like to be discriminated against from all sides of the political spectrum, from all sides of cultural circles. I have never been a woe is me person and will never play the victim, but still, I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be accused of being an abomination of God and damned to hell for being a gay man by extreme conservatives who politely told me so. Some of them have even encouraged me to pray my gay away. I know what it's like to be a disgusting disgrace by extreme liberals because I support Donald Trump, their political opposition, and I choose to follow my Hawaiian Spirit of Aloha that stands for all humanity without labels while contradicting their DEI and woke agenda. I know what it's like to be outcasted by some members of the LGBT community for my belief in two genders only, that biological men cannot get pregnant, and because I'm pro-life, they don't care that I respect all women and their legal rights to their own bodies. Regardless, they still banish me for protecting God's greatest miracle, the birth of a newborn baby. I know what it's like to be excommunicated with by some colleagues in the music industry that shamed me as an international pop artist, someone who openly prays, shares a personal relationship with God and Jesus Christ being my Lord and Savior. When I released Heavenly Rain, the only Christian album that I've done, they laughed and mocked my heavenly praises. I know what it's like to walk away from a multi-million-dollar recording contract on the sole basis that I'd submit myself to this powerful record executive to be his sex puppet for the entire weekend. I was ridiculed in my industry for passing up on this chance of a lifetime. I got blacklisted and it crushed my singing career. Decades later, the very ones who ridiculed me, they now play the victim card with the Me Too movement. I know what it's like to author. I'm writing my own story, a kid's guide to becoming an extraordinary person. It's a heartfelt book primarily for children about the importance of character values, humanity, and how our actions truly affect one another. I've inspired tens of thousands of students in our country and around the globe. I remember a high school student from an abusive home. She was bullied on campus, a cutter, and was planning to commit suicide that very night. But after hearing my stories of hardship, she decided to give life a chance. And now, with this critical race theory and the indoctrination of our children, all my work in the public school system came tumbling down. But the good side to this downside is that I do have true friends from all walks of life, and that I will be voting for the first time ever in this 2024 election. I cherish and embrace two homes, my birthplace of Hawai'i and New York City. So Pearl Harbor outside my bedroom window resonates with all the stories that my kapuna, my elders, told me. And the World Trade Center, where many of my family and friends lost loved ones while I was there in my Manhattan apartment on 9/11. But even more than historical events are the people like Barack Obama from Hawaii and Donald Trump from New York. Beyond the mainstream media, I see these two men from the eyes of a local resident. It was in 2008 when Barack Obama's campaign team wanted to use my song, Mahalo America, Thank You America, for his presidential elections. Until then, I've never heard of Obama and his ties to Hawaii. I was never political in my music career, but hearing Barack speak about our Spirit of Aloha, I supported him and renamed my song Rock Obama. It appeared on an MTV special. The New York Post praised it, and a college textbook titled Barack Obama, the Aloha Zen president, spoke of me. But sadly, as years rolled by with Barack's two-term presidency, he broke my Hawaiian heart. Instead of the Aloha spirit, Barack played into identity politics, socialism, and racial division like never before. It was the exact opposite of Aloha. Then came Donald J. Trump, the most gaslighted and dehumanized man that I've seen in my lifetime. The fake media, out-of-touch celebrities, big corps with their woke agenda, they deliberately victimize people, creating TDS, Trump deranged syndrome, so people would vote for a pile of crap rather than voting for such a hated man. They call Trump a Nazi dictator, the greatest threat to democracy. So far, I've seen 11 presidents in my lifetime. Trump was the greatest of them all. What a magnificent job during his one-term presidency. Even more, Trump walked away from the political establishment, the deep state, from all those corrupt and deceptive politicians on both sides of the aisle. From Lincoln, Gandhi, JFK, and Martin Luther King, it's no wonder they've been trying to eliminate Trump just the same. These radical liberals that down America, they're not just censoring or canceling me, but they're also erasing my Uncle Freddie, who fought in the Korean War. He returned to Hawai'i as a quadriplegic, with bullets still inside him. Uncle Freddie retired from the Army in 1950 with a Bronze Star and a Purple Heart. He was appointed by President Clinton to serve on the American Battle Monuments Commission. These radical liberals who scream for DEI, they're also erasing my Grandpa Cecil, who qualified for the Junior World Olympics to win a few gold medals, and officially opened the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco on May 28, 1937. Grandpa Cecil taught me timeless values of hard work and sweat, how preparation meets opportunity, that money doesn't grow on trees, and that without earning something with your own skin in the game, you'll never appreciate the value of anything. These radical liberals who play identity politics and the race card, they're also erasing my great-grandma Tutu, who taught me the most about my Hawaiian culture, the annexation of our once sovereign country, and the overthrow of our royal Hawaiian monarchy. They imprisoned Queen Liliuokalani, our last reigning monarch, in her own palace. They censored our Hawaiian language and culture. They stole our paradise on earth, leaving us homeless and poverty-stricken. If Tutu was alive today, I know she'd tell me, Scott, do not be consumed by hate or they will win. Put aloha in your pu'uvai, your heart, and you shall overcome, for the haole can never steal the spirit of aloha. I believed Tutu completely until I saw this on the news decades later.
Well, believe it or not, a USA Today reporter has suggested using words like aloha could be microaggression that is harming people or other cultures.
Who'd think that aloha could ever be taken as threatening or offensive? The entire world has flipped upside down. It makes me realize that it's up to us, we the people, that will save the day. There's over 300 million of us and only 562 of them running our country. So who's the real minority? Who is it really that should be working for who? Right now in our country, we are fearing our government because they're evil and corrupt. We feel unsafe, insecure, and constitutionally violated by filthy and deceptive hands. That's why I'm voting for the first time in my life, because in this upcoming election, it's not just about Democrats or Republicans fighting for power, controlling our wallets, or pushing their agendas. This time, it's a showdown between good versus evil, freedom versus communism. It's Jesus versus Satan in a spiritual warfare. This Blu-ray beam of light appears in this photo. It was taken at an ancient Hawaiian temple. A spiritual kahuna said it is the halo of Archangel Michael that surrounds me, for the light of Michael always appears in blue. When I learned about this angel in the highest and the significance of his earthly calling, my spiritual eyes opened wide. We are now in the precipice of do or die. So walking away is only the first step that we take. It's what we do after we leave that will matter the most. It's what we do that will determine where the United States of America will end up. That's why the world needs aloha. Aloha is the bridge between our differences and our opinions. Aloha is the spirit that allows us to feel our hearts again. Aloha will bring us together as we the people, and it's up to us, we the people, that will save our beloved country. I am Scott Katsura, the Aloha Unifier. I bring you peace, love, and the spirit of aloha. Mahalo.
For more great videos, download the Walkaway Social app at walkawaysocial.com. Share your testimonial and join our community.